I often find myself going back to the memories of that trip we took to. It was truly one of the best times of my life, filled with laughter, adventure, and unforgettable moments. Thinking about it brings a flood of emotions and joy. Their journey really brought us closer in ways I hadn't even anticipated, and it's become one of those treasured memories that I will always hold close to my heart. From the moment we arrived, I felt this thrill in the air. It was like stepping into a new world together, with no idea what surprises each day would bring. I remember our first night vividly. We wandered the streets, slightly lost, but somehow content letting curiosity guide us. After a while, we stumbled upon that tiny, tucked away restaurant with barely any tourists around. It didn't look like much from the outside, but we decided to take a chance. We ended up ordering dishes by just pointing and guessing. Neither of us had a clue what we were about to eat. The food was incredible, and that evening set the tone for the rest of the trip, open, adventurous, and full of laughter. One of my favorite memories is our time at the place we breathtaking with such a sense of history and magic. But what made it even more special was the way we experienced it together. I remember us pausing just to take everything in, sharing those quiet, awe-filled moments. It's funny how the beauty of a palace can feel even more meaningful when you are there with someone you care about. We took so many photos, but somehow the best ones are the only ones we remember. And of course, there were those spontaneous, unplanned movements that made the trip feel like such an adventure. Like when we rented that car, scooter, and bicycle and decided to explore off the beaten path. I don't think either of us knew where we were going, but the journey itself was all that mattered. The scenery, the fresh air, and the thrill of exploring unknown roads made us feel so alive and connected. I remember laughing so hard at one point that we had to stop because we couldn't catch our breath. Moments like those remind me how much fun it is to be with you, just the two of us, away from everything familiar, finding joy in the simplest things. Then there were the quieter, more intimate parts of the trip, the ones that made me feel like I got to know you on a whole new level, like sitting together on the balcony late at night, just talking under the stars. We talked about so many things: our dreams, our fears, our hopes for the future. In those conversations, I felt so close to you. It was like we were the only two people in the world, just sharing pieces of ourselves openly. Traveling together open up space for us to connect in ways that our daily lives sometimes don't allow. The conversations still stick with me, and they have left a lasting impact on how I feel about us and what we have. I think what stand out to me the most is how from beginning to end the trip felt like a true partnership. We made decisions together, embraced the surprises, and were there for each other through all of it. There's something special about being in a completely unfamiliar place and relying on each other. It made me realize how deeply I trusted you and that I can't imagine going on an adventure with anyone else. Thank you for those memories and for sharing that journey with me. Each laugh, each quiet moment, and each little adventure helped me see you in new and beautiful ways. I am already dreaming of our next trip, knowing that whenever we go, it will be unforgettable because we are in it together with all my love.